News. For this one, and hold up. We got good news, boys. It's LOL news. Big fat fucking news. Excellent news. Yo, guys, I'm about to tell you guys what just happened, and it was funny, bro. As you could tell, like, somebody didn't get their way. So, first thing happened is, like, I showed up and I was having, like, difficulty finding the fucking Zoom meeting and shit like that. And then as soon as the Zoom meeting actually starts, she requests for it to not be heard by a commissioner and be heard by a judge. But that's happening in the same day. And it's like, alright, whatever. But then, all of a sudden, mysteriously, my phone goes from 3 or 4 bars to absolutely 0 and says there's no SIM card in my phone. Right in the middle of the court Zoom hearing. So I'm not saying that Vegan has hackers trying to fuck with court proceedings. I'm just saying that it's very, very rare that, like, even in a spot with bad service like this, that my phone just goes into, oh, you have no service mode. But anyway, after over 15 minutes of trying to I reset my phone and shook it around and did everything, it eventually works. But then they've switched rooms, so I have to find out the new Zoom room, which was almost impossible. By near miracle, I caught up and found the Zoom room of the new judge hearing, and just the moment that I fucking happened to join is when they fucking called her up and it was time. So I just barely made it in time. So I immediately asked for a continuation because that's part of my right to discovery. And as a homeless guy, it's like, I need that right especially. And the judge automatically was like, for sure, dude, you're absolutely entitled to that. And then she proceeded to basically whine and Karen fucking cry at the judge. And he was really professional. I was worried that like, oh fuck, they switched out to male judge. I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't simp. But it was a totally normal middle-aged guy. Didn't look weird or creepy at all. Totally did his job. He was by the books. He was a cool guy. So like, yeah, dude. And I felt sorry for the judge because she was just basically like venting at him. He even said she was venting. He's like, he told her that basically she didn't have evidence that was actually admissible in court. And it's actually good that I request for a continuation anyway, because like she would have gotten shut down. The judge kind of, in a way, almost told her that she would have got shut down today anyway. So like maybe like I almost fucked up asking for a continuation. But regardless, the judge basically was like, yeah, there's a reason why the temporary one got denied. So we have a new hearing on May 28th. So that means we have witnesses and documents. She's going to get some retard shit together that's not going to be really fun in court and not going to matter. And the hilariousness, here's the ultimate funny thing is, she's trying to get a bajillion criminal charges on me and get me extradited and shit like that. And the judge is like, this is a hearing about a restraining order in the family court. This is, if you want to talk to the police and pursue criminal shit, talk to the police. It's up to the police if they want to pursue charges on that shit. And she's like, wait, can you do something now? I'm just afraid he's going to use now, since you can't give me any temporary anything to make fun of me until the May 28th, when I'm also going to get shut down, and then he can make fun of me some more, and it's never going to work in my favor. So that's basically what happened. The judge basically told her that, like, we'll see. And she was even trying to claim that I was live streaming the fucking very courtroom, like I was secretly live streaming it. She was trying to tell the judge, he's secretly live streaming the court right now. He's violating the laws of California right now. He sees his phones or something. He's live streaming. Yeah, dude. So, like, now, it's not over yet. We have a court case to attend on the 28th. But she's also going to make herself look bad on the 28th. The judge was really advising her to get her materials ready. And by the way, the hearing on the 28th, the only evidence that matters on the 28th is, like I said, this is a restraining order case, right? So it's evidence that relates to, should the state of California or whatever give you a restraining order against this person. So anything, she's like, oh, he owes me this money. Oh, he did this to me. He did that to me. Well, guess what? That's up to the cops. The judge literally said, hey, guess what, bitch? That's up to law enforcement. The only thing this court is about is like whether or not you get a restraining order. and nothing else that you say that's pertinent to that matters. So, no, I didn't see what she was wearing. I couldn't see her. I couldn't see what she was dressed as. Purple attended. Purple interrupted. Purple like spoke without like, like raising his hand or whatever. Yeah, the judge was cool, bro. For a Sacramento judge, he looked like a Santa Barbara dude. So like, it was cool. He looked like a State Streetian. Nice.
Well, IBL show chat your victory dance. Big dog sent $4. Happy glory whole week chat. R.I.P. Marvin Newton, you gross ass victor.
Thank you.
IBL always wins. VP always loses. I hope she's watching.
I can only do.
VP, you are a terrible person, and I hope the next court case makes her look even more stupid than she actually is.
Well, I can only say you bitch because I'm in a sensitive spot with my internet connection. But yeah, we're gonna do the victory dance. Yeah. Little Dick Nick always wins in this split week. What's up, hey? What's up, everybody? I know she's gonna be writing paragraphs. Oh my God, she's gonna say she's gonna start saying the judge is an abuser. She does this to every judge when she doesn't get her way. Oh my God. At the end of the court case, like right before the judge said, "All right, next case," I was just had this big smile on my face because she's making herself look like a fool. And the judge was kind of gritted a little bit too. And while we were both smiling, she's like, "Stop smiling, you sicko." It was awesome. I was afraid that like my rights weren't gonna get respected, or like it was gonna be like a fucked up situation. I was kind of afraid it was gonna be some creepy old man simp judge who's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you did all these things to this white woman, I'm gonna put you in change." But it didn't happen. It was an awful guy. Yeah. So there was plenty. By the way, I think there was a shitload of witnesses that showed up for me that were in the first scene. So by the way, May 28th, everybody who was a witness for me that showed up today, May 28th, I believe at 1 or 1:30 is the next hearing. So if you showed up to be a witness for me today, and I didn't see you because like I can't see who else is in the Zoom call, yeah, I'll just show up to be a witness on the 28th too. We will ride on the 28th. That's right. Oh, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, JL Fisher. Good to see it. I know. The judge might have been part Italian. He didn't look like a wop though. He had great hair. He didn't look like Jon Stewart, but I felt like during the court proceeding, it was like a Jon Stewart skit, kind of like dissecting vegans. What's up, Love Basket? Thank you for a donation. So yeah, I'm still working on getting my state ID. I have the voucher, but I need to go to the place.
Purple sent $2. What did Purple say? They are banging now, lol.
LOL. Purple and vegan, fuck now, haha.
Nick always wins sent $5. We told you Shay you were not going to succeed, you dumb giraffe bitch. Hold this L cunt, we fucking told you go suck some cryptac tonight. My evidence pack BTW, hold this L. Nick always wins. I will show up to court on the 28th is your win.
Oh, I forgot to mention, that's one of the funniest things. So she showed up to court with an actual so-called evidence packet, right? But the judge said, I assume that what you're holding is the evidence of happening or something. He didn't say evidence back because look at stack of papers to evidence, right? Now take this time to understand like what's admissible or not. You have to figure out what those papers are admissible, and also you can't just be giving people YouTube links or in the court, or you can't just be telling people to look at your phone as evidence. In court, it doesn't work like that. The judge had to have that conversation. I know. It's just a preventative now. The one thing that's scary about it is There's males that assist her in criminal behavior, some of whom have not been named or faced. And they ought to be prosecuted as much as they deserve accountability because they are even more agents in society than she is, believe it or not. The whole, my message to the courts, whether they look into this or the police look into it or not, is that the males that assist Vegan Patriot in stalking and committing crimes are even more dangerous than her. And I would even feel better if some of those people whose faces I may not or may have seen before, names I may or may not know, were actually like violence in the done crimes. I'd like to see them maybe go to jail even more than her, because that's the safety in the communities that matter. Yeah. Thank you for the dodos. It's a good track too. There's a light rain too, but I'm not freaking out. There's the rain. My guitar and it's dry. When it clears up a bit, I'll pack up and we'll get some food. What's up, Jake Silver? Thrown out? No, it wasn't thrown out. I did the right thing. I got a continuation, although maybe they would have been smarter to not get a continuation, but I was entitled to it anyway. So like they gives us both time to put our evidence together, but the judge reminded her that like this is nothing but a hearing about a restraining order. The only thing that's happening on the 28th is like we're gonna decide whether or not she gets to do a restraining order with this, something like that. So she's trying to like use the restraining order proceeding to like criminally charge me with a bunch of allegations. And the judge was like, yeah, that's not really how the courts work. That's not so basically, most of her evidence packet is just her actually trying to like get me criminally charged with shit I didn't do. It's unrelated to these bad anyway. So like, she has basically a month to figure that out. Big L for her, dude. I know you got this. Yeah, she's trying to get a restraining order. All the court fucking evidence. It's all a restraining order. It's saying that like she's trying to say I should have to go to jail for making fun of her on YouTube, and the money that I make for making fun of her should have to go to her. Oh, dude, it was such a pain in the ass to show up. I had horrible phone service, and the Zoom call was difficult. Oh, fuck yeah!
Monster sent $50. Well, last night the lovely Shay was seeing that you were getting donations and she wasn't. So, going with that theory, here's $50 for you. Melissa Turds has a pic of VP giving her the finger on her YouTube community page. No media.
Thank you. Oh, damn, that's like a mic drop. You're like, no media. Thank you for that fat dono, no media. Damn, that hits hard. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Dude, when I get donations like that, man, I get lightheaded, you know what I'm saying? A little bit dizzy. I start feeling tingly and shit, a little energy bump and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I had some fine-ass hoodies with me, dude, it's some fucking Mad Dog 2020 to make it fucking the mood, you know? Oh, yeah. She was flipping off Melissa. What, did Melissa stream sniper? Oh, thank you, Big T. That's cool. Yeah, it was a hilarious court proceeding today. The judge was very, very nice to her. She's going to say that the judge was like an evil, like, dude. I already tell she's going to try to change the judge. You could tell by the way she was, like, acting that she just did not like the judge being rational and just, like, explaining shit how it is. So, like, she's already going to be raging about that. She's probably going to say that the judge was like an IBL viewer and part of the Little Dick Nick Network or something. So, like, yeah. Yeah, she was in person. And I went to court at a Zoom call in the woods like this. Now, like I respected the court, so, like, I took my hood off. But obviously, like, yeah, I would probably, like, look worse if I took my turban off because it would make me look less Jewish and it'd make me look like a liar. So, yeah. Melissa turned. Was Melissa in the witnesses, like, lineup? Dude, Eric was called as a character witness. So big ups to everybody who showed up to be a witness. I don't know if you guys got to talk or not because I didn't get to see that part.
$4. Congrats on the continuous of having her seat for another 3 weeks and you keeping the views and your train running.
Thank you, Judge, for having me. I would like to ask the court to get my daughter some help. She is clearly hitting the pookie with the shards. She stays up all night in a mania, ranting in loops to her live stream that she hates. She spends 20 hours a day, 7 days a week in there for pennies in AdSense. She won't get over that lovely boy Nicholas, who you see here on my wall. She's obsessed with Eric, the angry gnome's new girlfriend Victoria. She keeps pretending she is in contact with us about some AI videos that she says is doxing us. I mean, just look at her, she's a hot mess. Please 5150 her, and put a 72-hour hold on her in hopes for more of a long term. This will help poor Papa Purple reclaim his home before she pretends to be in love with Baby Purple, just to sink her snaggle teeth into him. That poor Papa Perp is obsessed with his glory hole, which he refers to as hole in the wall. Thank you, Judge. Oh yeah, one last thing I would like the record to reflect. Q always wins.
How sick.
Surprise, motherfucker. Be sure to follow on YouTube and Instagram if you're into this AI bullshit. TBH.
Thank you. That was sick. Nice.
My fan Monster sent $10. Melissa Turds was there today, Nick.
Oh, nice.
Shay saw her and flipped her off. Melissa posted the pic on her community page.
Oh, thank you very much. Melissa Turd showed up in person.
Anonymous sent $5. It's unfortunate I never got my law degree, but if I was an attorney I would have 100% represented you pro bono. This is not legal advice. I am not a licensed attorney. But I'm proud of you, Nick. You showed up to your court date and kept your composure.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for... All I had to do was just, like, answer the questions and not go on, like, venting emotional crybaby rants. And just, like, try to know my rights and just go with the flow. And until the next episode, that's all I had to do. It's cool. So Eric was called as a character. So, like, are we going to have, like... Is this going to be the IP2 court case? Dono Trey, thank you guys. That's cool. Melissa Turds showed up. Yeah, dude. There's other people. I think even, I could be wrong, I saw somebody who looked like Astro accidentally glitch. So you can't see the other Zoom participants unless I just don't know how to use Zoom. But I saw, like, looked like Astro Mom's like glitch for a second. So, like, she might have even showed up. So, like, sorry for everybody that showed up if, like, we didn't get to, like, roast her today. But, like, the 28th.
Anonymous sent $2. She dressed up in a short skirt looking like a hooker for court them out.
Oh my God, Melissa Turds is there to photograph the incident. Oh, dude, after the stream, I'll check out the Melissa Turds post, dude. I don't know if I have her added on Instagram, but, like, I want to see that, dude. That's funny. So it's like, yeah, I could show up to court like this because the Constitution actually protects your right to do this. It's not really weird. I'm not, like, making a mockery of the court. This is how I dress. This is how my religion says it's good to do. You're not supposed to show your belly button. I don't know if she had her belly button showing in court, but, like, don't ever say that guy should have to take his hat off or he looks a little bit too Muslim-y or Jewish in the American courtroom when you have your belly button showing. Eric was going to be a witness. Nice. That's good. We had a bajillion people about to, like, oh, dude. So, like, yeah. Dude. This is cool. She had her cellulite all out. Oh, bro. Oh, dude. I can't wait till the 28th. There's going to be a huge roster of witnesses, dude. Holy shit. Dude, we're going to have so many witnesses in our favor on the 28th that we're going to, like, overload their Zoom server. They're going to have to, like, upgrade their network and shit. Eric's gonna be a witness for vegan. Oh no. Oh, she's gonna extradite you. I know. That's another reason why, like, I'm so glad I was able to escape Arizona and go to California, because it's like the courts were corrupt there. Arizona, like, there needs to be reforms there. It's not cool, like, what happens to people. And the same shit kind of happens a little bit in California, but they can't just fuck you up as bad as Arizona over nonsense. It set you up for... Like, California, ironically, when it comes to matters like this, you might not have a Second Amendment in California, but they respect your other constitutional shit a little bit more in Arizona. Wait, you're saying if I want to cancel the continuation, I can? What does that mean? Does that mean that, if I cancel the continuation, that just means that they speed up the hearing, right?
That sent $20. She already posted, but all she could say was that Melissa got escorted out of courtroom. She doesn't mention she didn't get her way. We know you're watching, Shay. Hey girl, hey. No media.
Oh, thank you. And Melissa got escorted out of the courtroom. Yeah, court happened. She hasn't gone live, I know. Nice, I know. Thank you for the dodo counter. We're doing pretty good, dude. And then once we fill up this bar, once the actually, I might just reset the dodo bar once the month of May begins, because yeah, we're turning this into Glory Hole Month now. It's no longer Glory Hole Week, ladies and gentlemen. We have Glory Hole Month, and it might turn into Glory Hole Eternity. Just saying. I doubt Melissa got escorted out. Vegans is trying to make up anything, any little thing she can. It's a lie to make her look good at this point. She knows the facts, and what is literally apparent right now are undisputable. Like, she knows, like, what just happened in the court. There's probably other people that were in the Zoom call. There's people besides me and her and the judge who just witnessed what happened. And she's bought her, so she's probably gonna be like, well, Melissa's a criminal, and that's probably what she's gonna say. I know it's a waste. The only reason I got a continuation is because, like, there could be shit that's unrelated to, like, discovery and shit like that, and I am entitled to a continuation. So, like, that's what I did. And the good news, yeah, $300 wasted, yeah. Oh, I know, it's doing good. Thank you, Ro. Melissa's still in the building, dice. I'm glad we got a lot of, like, a lot of soldiers out there in the Sacramento area, man. I wouldn't have expected IP2 to be rolling so deep in Sacramento. Y'all dragging this. So, like, I was just advised this morning to get a continuation by somebody who has been involved in law in California for many years. So, I just was like, all right, I'm going to do that, because the person who told me to do that has been very nice to me, and they were also involved in law for a long time. So it's like, I'm like, that's cool. I'm pretty sure that's it. Because continuation is kind of necessary when somebody's trying to throw false evidence packets at you, and you're literally a homeless guy who's just trying to live his fucking life. You don't know what the fuck this psycho bitch is doing 400 miles away. So it's like, yeah, because I don't know what a psycho bitch is doing 400 miles away, the court granted me continuation. She'll be, yeah, I know. Yeah, she was trying to, like, spit as much fucking false accusations to the judge as she could, like, in the amount of time that she was given. And the judge just had to listen to her. It was so funny.
I gave VP sent $20. F you Shay. F you Shay, F you Shay, F you Shay. Nick always wins. How does it feel, Shay, not getting your way? Will you be visiting Splatterville, Shay? Maybe now that court is over you can start romancing Purple. Oh wait, you only want free rent.
Thank you for the dodo. Oh yeah, yeah, so, like, she tried to say, she immediately said he's a sex criminal. She's like, yeah, he's revenge porn sex criminaling me. I have that documented. And the judge was keeping it real, so he didn't, like, laugh at her. He just politely smiled for a second and shuffled his papers. She also tried to say fucking, she said I was sending people all the way to Sacramento to gang stalker and shit. She said that. She was, like, crying. Oh yeah, she was crying in the court, dude. She was sniffling. I forgot to mention. And the entire time, every time she talked to the judge, she's like, this isn't right. He has like a, you're just not going to do an emergency thing. Like, you're going to send people to my house and he's going to make fun of me. What the fuck? What's going on? She cursed a little bit. She was saying words like pissed and like, what the hell, and shit like that. She didn't quite say fuck. But like, I'm surprised like the judge was not like, hey, be more cordial in the court. I don't know. Why isn't she suing gloryholeswallow.com for revenge porn? No, I never watched the Depp vs. Heard trial. Dude, I hope somehow so I guess you're not allowed to... I did not live stream or re-record or do anything of that. Because I know as soon as you sign into the Zoom, there's like a thing that says, hey, click to agree that you're not going to do that. And I click to agree and I'm like, cool, that's like a terms of service. That's like a legally binding thing. I'm not going to do that. Now, that being said, I'm wondering if the courts themselves, from their end, live stream it.
Anonymous sold $2. How can it be revenge porn when she's an actual porn star and prostitute?
I know. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, she took pictures of my flaccid penis, and I am a grower, not a shower, and was trying to tell people. She took a picture of my flaccid penis while I was asleep, and was like spreading it around Discord, telling people that was my erect length. And that's why people started calling me Baby Dick Nick, the tater tot who should kill himself. And it's like, that's why I had to send so many women on Instagram pictures of my erect penis so I could get rid of the fucking tater tot myth and shit like that. So, like, yeah, because she was actually committing real felony, fucking serious revenge porn against me, I had to take pictures of my own penis when erect to prove that I was at least 6 inches, bro. Yeah, dude. Shout out to the growers. Yeah, a lot of people in chat are confirming that it's at least 6 inches and it's not 4 or less. A lot of people so like, yeah, witnesses on the 28th, for the court hearing on 28th, if we have to testify about the true length of my erect penis, we have a bunch of people, at least 20 people that could show up to Sacramento and be like, yeah, it's at least 6 inches. She's gonna cry to her sibs. Like, yeah, she's live right now crying about the court proceeding. That'd be a shame if we got like a $2,000 dodo from a aristocratic high-level Stacy in the 805. Like, it would be really weird if we got a $2,000 dodo from some like 22-year-old hot rich chick in Solvang who lives in a mansion right now or something. Yeah. Nice.
Marfan's Monster sent $10. Hey Nick, I will also be sending Control $100 later for her to split with you. I told her I would donate $100 if you showed up and for her helping you. See the shay.
Thank you. Control sent me $50 the other night. I don't know if that's related, but thank you very much for that. Yeah. We'll be Control. I struggled for a second. I thought I was going to accidentally let you guys down because literally during the first Zoom call before they switched it to another room, my service just went out. Like, my phone got DDoSed. It just went from fucking connection to 0 bars X. And I had to reset the phone. And then the phone took 10 minutes to start. It just was on the Motorola starting up screen for 10 minutes. And then I took another 15 minutes jumping in and out of fucking docket rooms and Zoom calls, trying to find which one it was until I found it. And then by the time I finally get in there, I just so happened to slide in right in time for them to call fucking Shay Brown, fucking Little Dick Nicholas Robinson up. And I just barely slid in there. But yeah, thank you guys. I know, it's glorious. Glorious and holy. Yeah, I like the 805.
Edward Kim sent $4. Hi Nick, VP's live and said we had to donate to ask her questions, but since she's watching your stream I guess I'll ask.
W to listen to her.
How did it go, VP? Did we win?
Alright guys, so yeah, you have to dono to ask questions. You heard, thank you very much Edward Kim. Good to have Edward Kim watching donating. So you guys heard Vegan Patriot. If you want to ask Vegan Patriot questions, you have to donate. Does that mean you have to donate to her? No. So if you want to ask Vegan Patriot any questions, send me a donation, and she's watching and seeing right now, and I'm sure she'll answer. Now that would be if she was saying she's only going to answer questions for people to donate, Wouldn't it be such a rage-inducing thing for her if she literally got no donations and people just were donating to my stream to ask questions? Wouldn't that be a thing? Wouldn't that be a cause for her to get butthurt and for Purple to say no streaming in a house? Does she wish she went for 7 loads? Maybe if she went for 7 loads, it would count as revenge porn if I showed people on Mill Ave. It's a type of Google vegan patriot thought hub world. Most clever guys on here, yeah. So you got hate viewers only. Dude, I bet Justin or Purple or somebody's gonna have to hold the meth pipe and light it and twist it for her because she still doesn't know how to do it herself, and she's gonna yell at them if they don't light up the meth pipe for her every time and hold it like fucking feeding a kid, like spoon-fed style. You have to spoon feed her the meth pipe like a little kid, and then like if you don't give her a neck massage while she's seething, going, she'll fucking rage at him even more. I know. The court basically said I have a right to talk shit on her. Like, yeah, they basically, yeah. He was reminding her, the judge was even reminding her, he's like, yeah, well, your case did get denied. We're not going to give you an emergency one because you literally kind of tried that and it got denied. So it got denied. And it's like, yeah, the judge is literally saying, be thankful that this guy is asking for continuation because that gives you time to try not to look as much like a retard next time. But she's going to look like a retard next time, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, totally cool. The judge in Sacramento was cool. Seeing how like the Sacramento courts were not giving me corrupt Scottsdale vibes so far, it means that like maybe Sacramento will be one of the places I intend to visit sometime. That does not mean intend to visit to harass the stock VP, but like because I'm in California and I have access to all California, yeah, she's not going to keep me out of Sacramento. Even if she does somehow get a restraining order on me, I'm still going to go to Sacramento. I can't go 100 yards of that bitch. Who cares? She probably lives in a shitty part of Sacramento.